everyone, so for this video I'm actually going to be talking about something quite different than what I'm normally going to be talking about on this channel. And it's not so much as a nerdy fantasy thing as I will normally do in this channel, but as my other great passion, wrestling. So I really love wrestling. I think it's an amazing entertainment and I have so much fun. I'm not huge into the actual wrestling, I could say. I mean, I do like it. I'm really way more into the storylines, and that's what for me is wrestling, storylines. So this weekend was a huge wrestling weekend, and we had SummerSlam, and it was amazing. It was just a lot of chatter about it, and I was hoping in this video to give you my thoughts about it. I'm going to run down the card quickly, and then I'm just going to give you some of my thoughts about it, and then what's going to be happening in the future, because right now it's kind of a glorious time. Anyway, so SummerSlam, first let's start by saying that it was way too long, way too long. If you had the kickoff, it was 6 hours, 4 hours of the main show, 2 hours of the kickoff, and that's way too much wrestling. At the end of it, you were kind of exhausted. But overall, I know there's a lot of backlash against it right now, but overall, I thought it was quite good. The matches were okay, the storylines were good. I don't know, I kind of enjoyed it. The first match, for example, Jerry KO against Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy and Big Cass. It was kind of a really good match. I thought it was just fun. Great opener. Jerry KO was amazing. Kevin Owens blows my mind. He's just so funny and like they're so in sync together. And it was a great fun match to start with. That was followed by the Sasha Banks and Charlotte match. That was a great women's wrestling match. It was just amazing. There were some botches around, but I actually thought it was okay because it added to the storyline of Sasha trying to fight through the pain and Charlotte being this vicious wrestler. The ending was a shocker. No, I really thought Sasha was gonna keep going since it's barely been a month since her reign started. But I mean, if Sasha has to leave because of injuries, I can see why they did that. It's better not to have her gone and keep the momentum of the championship rolling, especially now that Bayley is on the main roster, so that's going to be amazing, especially when we get Banks against Bayley 2.0, well 3.0, and that's going to be so good. Intercontinental Championship, Miz against Apollo Crews. It was kind of a meh match. It was probably the worst match of all the cards. But still, at least the Miz retained, and I do love the Miz. I think it's an amazing heel. I think he's really underrated. And when he actually loses the Intercontinental Championship, I think months in the future, or if it's next month, whatever. But when he does eventually lose it, it's going to be a great moment if they choose the right superstar to beat him. Anyways, then we have the Dolph Ziggler Dean Ambrose match for the WWE World Championship. Was kind of a disappointing match. I was expecting more. It was not a bad match, let's start with that. It was okay, but I was expecting more, especially because they both seem to have like something to prove, and I felt like they didn't prove it. Ambrose has not been that great as he used to be since he won the championship, in my opinion. His promos are okay, but then he's not really delivering in the ring. And he can, because that Triple H match he had in Fastlane was amazing. So I really hope he steps up a little bit and gives us some amazing matches that we know he can give us. Then we had I don't know if the order I'm saying this is correct, but whatever. Then we had the 6 women's match. First, let's start off saying that Eva Marie's entrance was amazing. They're doing a really good job with the character, giving her a lot of heat. It's just so good. So good. And I'm really looking forward to her actually debuting. If she actually ever debuts, I just really love, and I hope they can drag this on a bit longer so we can really actually start hating her. And then we had the return of Nikki Bella, and there was a huge pop in Brooklyn. And I love that, because, okay, I'm not the biggest Nikki Bella fan, or the Bella fans. I prefer the new wrestlers that we have in the women's division. But, you know, it's fun to have her back. She got a great pop. She can play when she's really focused, and has clearly defined lines about whether she's a face or a heel. She can play an amazing heel. So I'm kind of looking forward to see a possible feud between her and Becky Lynch. And hopefully Becky Lynch wins, because she always loses her feuds. Then we got to the best match of the card, AJ versus Cena. everything has been said about this match. I'm not gonna go on long, but just want to say what an amazing match. John Cena was amazing in this match, and that's for everyone who says he can't wrestle. Well, what now? What now? Then we have the title for the WWE Universal match. Let's start saying, okay, the Universal Championship belt is not great. It's kind of ugly, but I really don't think it's that big of a deal as people are putting it. It's just a belt. Let's forget about that. And I really thought that the crowd sucked in this match. They were really disrespectful to Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. And I don't buy into this, oh, we paid, we can chant whatever we want. I don't buy into that. You don't go to the movies, and if you don't like the movie, start shouting and booing and doing shit. We don't do that. I just think we should behave the same way in wrestling matches. We should be especially when we're having such a great match between two amazing wrestlers. And, I've been to Brooklyn watching WWE Raw. I was there in the Raw episode. It was, I think, the last one before New Year's when Vince McMahon got arrested by the police due to him kind of like pushing Roman and then getting shoved back and then pushing a cop. Anyways, I was there in that Raw, and it was an amazing crowd. So I was a bit disappointed in how they behaved in this SummerSlam event. The crowd was so great, so glorious at NXT TakeOver. So it was a huge disappointment to see them behave like that in SummerSlam. But anyways, I digress. I thought overall the match was great. It was not a 5-star quality match, but it was a really good match. It ended the way it should, in my opinion, with Finn Balor being the champion. But, now it's kind of just sad to see that again after we know that he loses it because his injury and how he got injured. And anyways, it's really disappointing, but that's wrestling, I guess, and when he comes back, it's going to be amazing. Then we went into that Rusev-Roman angle. So I'm going to say something that's not popular right now in the wrestling community, but I actually am a Roman Reigns fan. I love how he wrestles. I love his physicality. I think it's a throwback wrestling, more power-based, more simple. And while I do love the other kind of wrestlers we do, like Seth Rollins and Finn Balor, which have more of a diverse wrestling style with more different types of offense, I also like Roman's style, and I think it's a necessary style to have in WWE, and his physicality is really impressive. But still, I thought that the whole thing they did in SummerSlam was kind of stupid. That belonged way more in the Raw we had before SummerSlam than the actual pay-per-view. Don't get me wrong, the brawl was amazing, and the intensity that Roman showed with his chair and coming back and spearing him, which was kind of heelish, that's what we wanted in Roman Reigns. But still, it was not where it should have happened. I think WWE kind of dropped the ball with that. And lastly, we get to the main event, having Randy Orton, the Viper, against the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. And that match has people talking all over. I actually had a huge discussion with people on Twitter about this, about what they thought, what they didn't think, if they thought it was real, if they thought it was fake. I loved it. I thought it reestablished Brock Lesnar as a huge monster villain. We all now want him to lose. He was brutal. He beat the crap out of Randy Orton. He's gone back to being that heel he was, that hated figure we all wanted, and we all really hated when he beat Undertaker at WrestleMania, becoming the one in 21-1. Anyways, I thought SummerSlam was really good. I actually enjoyed it. It was not the best show they could have. I thought, for example, Extreme Rules this year was better, but it had some amazing matches. John Cena vs. AJ Styles was a 5-star match. It had some great action, it had some great moments, some not that great, but it still was okay. It displayed that the SmackDown Women's Division has some feuds to go forward, some story to go forward. It developed some new stories with Brock Lesnar, so I'm overall happy. And as for what's going to happen in the future, well, I thought Raw was amazing. the next day. It's really sad what happened with Finn Balor, but I think that they're bounced back really well. I'm sure Seth Rollins is going to become the new champion. It's kind of obvious, but that doesn't take away from it. And we finally have Bayley on the main roster, and that's amazing that we finally have our Hug Life back. Anyways, I think WWE right now is in a good shape. I've been enjoying ever since the past 2 months, 1 month and a half since the draft happened and the brand split. I've enjoyed that, and I don't know, I'm really looking forward to that. And NXT is also amazing. There's some really good characters coming out, especially 2 of them. 3. Samoa Joe is amazing, and he has to come up really soon. Shinsuke Nakamura, what can we say about him that has not been said? And then, glorious, Bobby Roode. Wow, his theme, his entrance is just amazing, and I'm so looking forward to have him have a WrestleMania entrance and a Royal Rumble moment when he comes in and you hear the song. Well guys, that was my SummerSlam review. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon. See ya!